every once in a while, a romance series just comes out of nowhere with a banger of an anime adaptation that just grabs everyone's attention. Sono Bisque Doll, A Silent Voice, Him in the Labyrinth of Another World. Wait, are we sure this isn't a hentai? Some of you may already know the series, as it's already incredibly popular, but I'm sure by the end of this we can all agree that it makes zero sense that Yancha no Anjou-San does not have an anime adaptation. If it did, it would 100% become one of those series that just takes the sphere by storm. It has everything it needs to succeed and more, so I will just be patiently enjoying it as a manga enjoyer, waiting for it to come. If I had to describe this series, it would probably be Nagato without the traumatic bullying and explicit dom fetish.
What's the matter? Gonna cry? Piss your pants, maybe? Maybe shit and cum?
The class president, Seto, is occasionally being teased by Anjo, who seems to have started to spend a lot of time with them, just, randomly. Together, they start hanging around each other more, as these two clashing and very different personalities have their own escapades. That's the general gist of the series. It's not anything particularly new, and I know this trope sounds very similar, but let me finish. Sure, this isn't the first time you've heard of a teasing romance series, but that doesn't necessarily mean there isn't anything new that can be done. Rather, this isn't even the main allure of the manga, in my opinion. In fact, it is something that siblings fail to do. On one hand, we have Seto, your main male protagonist, who's basically your default let-out for a nerdy, easily flustered, responsible, yet somewhat weak-spined character. 1/3 of the time, he's weak-spined because he's just that nice to go along with whatever whim is at hand. How sometimes people push work onto him under the guise of him being the class president. With that being said, I really don't feel like I need to further explain him. No disrespect to the man. Of course, he is a fan favorite and main focus, but I'm not trying to be insulting when I say he's not a unique character archetype in the beginning of the series. That's right, I called him basic. What are you gonna do about it? Wait, please don't leave the video. I need the viewer attention. The namesake of the manga, Anjo steals the attention of whatever scenes she's in. She knows what she wants, she's assertive, free-spirited, expressive, confident, basically everything this seaweed isn't. But for some reason, people think she's a slut because of the fact she's like Gyaru in the way she dresses, or I don't know. I never understood how people get to that conclusion, or why the stereotype exists that Gyaru equals slut. I don't know. Maybe it's a cultural thing that doesn't really translate well in America. I don't know. Anyways, these are your two main characters. So you may be thinking, hey dumbass, you never told us why this manga stands out from the rest. Yep, you are absolutely right. And let me answer that right now. This series pops the fuck off because it develops. Yep. That's it. Yeah. Development. It's really as simple as that. The one thing I think Yancha no Anjou-San does better than other series similar to it is developing his characters. Fleshing out characters to give them a full personality that has the ability to change chapter by chapter. Yes, Seto seems fairly one-dimensional, but as I already said, it's only in the beginning. His studious nature and attentiveness to school is explored through a few angles. The responsibility he feels makes sense given his studious nature and role as class president. To be honest, I can't really talk about Seto's development too much as it heavily dives into spoilers, but I will say you can see him change slowly chapter by chapter. As you can tell, Anjo, the time Seto spends with her, starts to have a significant impact on him, and while the vice versa is true. With Seto acting as a good conscience and reason, it's not like she does anything bad, or it's not like she becomes more mellowed out and responsible, but she does change. Though yet again, I can't really talk about Anjo's development because it spells a lot as well. And again, here's where this manga stands out. It's not just our main protagonists that get proper development. The side characters are highly likable and just as much make you want to root for their success. They each have their moments to level up, they have their ups and downs respectively, and opportunities to shine as their own independent person. Shit, I mean, if you can make a pervert a highly likable character, and best friend of the main male protagonist, you have to be doing something right. You, a good character. You're also a very good character. To even get me started on you, you're a real one. And you, okay, you I don't really swing either way for. You're just kind of there. But everybody else is a homie for real, for real. And I think someone can further appreciate this development when you compare the art styles between the earlier and later chapters. The similarities are absolutely there, but you can definitely tell there's a difference. I mean, shit, just look at Anju's forehead. You can plaster the entire state of Texas there. Like, god damn!
What the fuck is that?
Oh my god! What the hell?
Putting aside the massive billboard sign, the art is actually pretty good. Beautiful scenes, unique and bubbly style, good use of panels and space. Even though the pages are not colored, the use of contrast and black backgrounds can make you feel as if they're actually— oh god, jump scare! Oh, yeah, that's a whole lot of fan service. Yeah, if you couldn't really tell, this manga is very suggestive with its angles. But to be clear, this isn't just straight up porn. It's not like, oh no! You accidentally got in my titties, you baka! What the fuck was that noise I made? I just made myself embarrassed. I'm in my room doing this by myself. I made myself embarrassed. I'm gonna go back to my script here. Is that kind of bullshit? It's a light tease. It feels as if it never crosses a boundary, but at the same time, the author knows what he's doing, and he's getting away with fucking murder. There's a bit more— actually, I'm not gonna say a bit. There are some extremer scenes in what I'm showing right now, but the best part for me is that around half the time, the author himself censors it, so I don't even have to do anything in editing. Thank you. The weird part is that in most cases, the quote-unquote edgy parts would seem to make it blend in with other similar series that target a horny audience, but it stands out as something different, more wholesome. That is wholesome. Not wholesome. Wholesome. This is wholesome. Speaking of wholesome, so is the story. I mean, it's a romance series. What do you expect? Although the story itself is not necessarily unique and new, its pacing is very strong and feels as if there's no quote-unquote skip chapters. Even if it is a filler chapter, because the author made all the characters so strong and independent from each other, it doesn't really feel as if it's a waste of pages. What is a waste of time, however, is you watching this entire video to the end and not liking, subscribing, or choosing to read Yancha or Anjou-San. If you end up liking this video, or the manga after reading it, then you should check out some of my other videos as well. It really does have everything it needs to succeed. Waifus? Check. Fan service? Checked. Good art style? Check. Good story development? Check. Good characters? Check. It really has everything it needs. Yancha or Anjou-San is literally one tick off from having the material to be someone's Twitter profile picture or Discord profile picture. It really does. It really has everything it needs to succeed and more. But in the meantime, as a manga reader, I will hope its eventual anime adaptation won't turn out to be like Record of Ragnarok.